guys? It's your girl Mel and welcome back to my channel. So today we are gonna do obviously a full beautiful glam, but we're gonna mainly be reviewing Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powders Flushed. So by the term flushed, I think this means like it's supposed to give you more of a flush look than a powdered look. So I'm gonna do both for you guys. I'm gonna review the product first on bare skin, just so you guys can see clean swatches without any makeup on, because I think that is how they are more so intended to be worn. And then with my favorite one, which I won't say, but I obviously have my full face on, I'm gonna do my full face and, you know, also just go through a regular makeup routine. Without further ado, let's jump into this video. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification button so you guys can get notified when I post. These are all four. They're a little digged in already because I was filming short form content before this, but I was like, I gotta share this with the YouTube family too. So let me just film long form as well. So just a little bit about the product. These are they're called Blurring Balm Powder Flushed. At first I thought Flushed was the shade name, but Flushed is just a part of the product name. I don't really know what that means. I'm just gonna assume that it's a blush, but it's not a blush. It's supposed to make you look flushed. Hence why I think these would swatch really well on bare skin, because it's supposed to give you more of that like flushed effect than that heavy like super blushed effect, which is really perfect transitioning into the spring, summer season. First shade I'm gonna start with is Spice Latte. Like I told you guys, they're digged in a little because I tried them already. So this one, it's very pretty, but I don't think this shade in particular is just like complementary with my skin tone. It's super pretty, like it's very pigmented, because for it to be kind of like peachy and even show up on me is a plus. I wouldn't necessarily wear Spice Latte, but probably someone with a more like tan or fair complexion, this would look fire. It would eat on them. Creme brulee. I feel like when I pick it up initially, it doesn't show much. Like this is one color that you're gonna have to kind of pick up a few times. This is how it looks. This is beautiful. This is, to me, if I'm flushed, like I've been out in the sun all day or for a while, this is what flush would look like on my complexion. Like it would be this toasty, reddish brown color. I have red velvet. Barely any red blushes I don't like. Look, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to apply it like how you would naturally look if you were flushed. Actually applied probably a little bit too much of this. This is nice. This can also be like worn by itself. Grape soda. Now this color I was skeptical about. When I got the package and I saw that there was a purple color, I was like, based on color theory, I think a lot of other brands were provided with shades that they're not having like darker skin or like black skin, melanated, colored people's skin in mind at all. So when we're presented with colors like this, we're kind of scared. But based on color theory, it actually goes well with darker skin tones. So let's see. Oh wow. Okay, this is actually really pretty, and I don't know if it's me, but it has like, when the light hits it, a slight like shimmer to it. Now time for a full face. So I really like Creme Brulee. That is gonna be my primary shade that I'm gonna use for the whole face look. I might mix Red Velvet, just a little bit of it, to add it, to give it a bit more depth. So I'm gonna use the Universal Blurring Balm Powder as like my primer. My little shiny points in my face. I think this is a good compromise of product to use instead of using the one size, which is like super mattifying. This is Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer. I do think this is a tad bit darker than my Too Faced concealer, but it's okay. I have a lighter shade. If anything, I can just like combine the two. I would like this though because it's very thick, and I've honestly had a very hard time finding other concealers that I like because I'm just so picky when it comes to the consistency. Like when choosing a concealer, I love full coverage. I don't want anything that's like medium. I want it to stay in place. Definitely though, I would use this just in a slightly lighter shade. Thing I noticed with this though, only after just applying to my brows alone, is I know you guys like to let the concealer dry down. This is not one that needs to dry down. It stays in place. Once you apply it, it's dry. So I would not recommend making it dry down. I'm gonna start with eyes. I'm gonna be using Anastasia's Sultry palette today. I really wanna like kind of go into the more warm brown, golden brown tones. First shade I'm using is Dystopian as my base shade. This one, give me a nice blank canvas. I'm gonna warm up the outer corners with shade Burke. I love these little mini Anastasia palettes because you can literally just do your whole look using one palette. Shade Ember. Also switching up my brush to the Sigma E25 blending brush. So just grabbing my black liner here. This is from Nova Beauty, but you can use any black liner. Like black liner is black liner. I would say these lashes are from Lily Lashes, but I'm not sure because sometimes when I peel off my lashes, whatever box is available, I just put it in. So I don't even know if this is the right lash for this box. These are Lily Lashes Style Paris. Based on the style name, they would look like this. So this is the right lash, so I'm able to link it for you guys because these are fire. Before your lashes dry down, you always want to make sure you press them together. That's what really makes them like melt into your natural lash. Or if you have an eyelash curler, you can use that as well. CoverGirl Lash Blast mascara Super Cloud. Blend my natural lashes with the lash extensions. Although these lash extensions are really good, you don't even really see my natural lashes through them. Damn, I've eaten through this. Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder in shade 9.5. That's my perfect match. As I've said 1,000 times, they sampled me when I made the shade, but this, amongst probably 2 other foundations, are like the ones that I say like the shade matches immaculate. You can use your fingers, but I don't like to get dirty like that, so I always use a brush to pick it up. A beauty blender, I don't think that will work because it's a balm. So this. I also really love wearing this by itself as well with no makeup. This is, I mean, not no makeup, but like not doing anything else. This looks really nice, just like wearing it solo. Now today the Estee Lauder concealers, but the first one I think is just a little bit too dark. So I'm gonna mix it with this lighter one. What I'll actually probably do is just apply this and then put the lighter one on top of it. Blending out the product using my beauty blender. Doing the outer corners first, since it's like the darkest, and then blend inside. If you guys have tried this, could you let me know in the comments below? Just because I feel like people swatch a lot of things, but we don't really talk too much about concealers, like what we like and what we don't like. At least I don't, but is this one that like people are liking? Because if not, I need to put everybody on. What I like about it too, so I love the Too Faced concealer, but when I blend it, it looks a little greasy. This looks so matte already. Lenti Matchstick in shade Ebony. Funny story, the other day I picked up shade Caviar. Why? Thinking that would work. I literally looked like it was given muddy. Creme Brulee. I don't know if I want to mix this with Red Velvet. I feel like it might ruin it, but I'm scared that when I put my powder on, this might disappear. So I might mix it with Patrick Ta, She Knows Who She Is, because the shades are similar, except that's a bit deeper. So do you see how they're like complementary? This is just a tad bit deeper, I'm just gonna top it with this just a little. This looks crazy, but once I put the powder on, guys, you know, trust the process. I'm gonna use Huda Beauty in shade Cinnamon Bun. Quick tip to get your powder evenly distributed, you wanna bend this in half like this when picking it up. That way you just have like an even distribution of product. You guys don't worry, it'll be okay. Use one size in shade Marigold to bake. I'm gonna use a powdered shade in the Patrick Tall. She knows who she is. Only place I'm gonna add powdered bronzer to is my nose. What am I doing next? I'm using this liner from Win Beauty. I love it because it's so precise. Like, look how pointy that is. I'm only using that on my top part of my eye. That same CoverGirl mascara and add that to my bottom lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with All Nighter setting spray. I'm gonna further lock it in with one size. Rare Beauty Luminizer. I always like to just add a little bit of this to the tip of my nose. This is so pretty. Like, I absolutely love this product. I'm gonna add a bit of like faux beauty marks. Dark. Here. Now for lips, I'm gonna use a Sephora retractable eyeliner that I use as a lip liner in shade Matte Brown. I'm gonna use this lipstick I have from Nova Beauty. It's shade Real. It's just like a nice, soft, fluffy type nude. With Fenty Gloss Balm in shade Hot Chocolate. I don't know if it's because I overline, but my lips look so plump and they normally don't like look this plump. Okay guys, this is the finished product of the look. So I know the focus were the blushes or flushes, you wanna call it, but this look came out fire. This look honestly came out really, really fire. Like, love them, but I think, like I said, they're called flushed for a reason because they may be a bit better on bare skin. Obviously, the super pigmented colors like Red Velvet and Grape Soda, this would definitely show up over makeup, but Creme Brulee and even Spice Latte, they're gonna get a little bit lost as you put your makeup on. So it's a beautiful base shade to start off with, but you might want to add another blush to build it up. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you next week.